On iBrand News at this hour, Niger-Delta militants threatens to resume hostilities and attacks. The House of Reps mandates Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation to account for 1.3 trillion allegedly deducted from the Federation account. Tiger Woods is awake and responsive following surgery on serious leg injuries suffered in a car crash. Glad to have you join us on News Now, and here are the stories making headlines. I am Margaret Opara. The House of Representatives is mandating the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation (NNPC) to account for 1.3 trillion allegedly deducted from the Federation account in 2017. Chairman of the House Public Accounts Committee, Wole Oke, stated this while quizzing the Accountant General of the Federation on unauthorized deduction from Federation accounts by revenue collecting agencies in that year. He noted that it was improper for NNPC to take the money without any questions being asked. And also, the Lagos State Judicial Panel on Restitution for Victims of SARS-related abuses has summoned the Inspector General of Police. The police boss is to appear before the panel over alleged aggravated assaults by policemen on Prince Adewale Adewuyi, which made him to be bedridden. 76-year-old Adewuyi, through his lawyer Debo Adeleke, told the panel that the police refused to release his 26 acres of farmland at Age-Mowo, Badagry, seized from him on December 13, 2013, despite the recommendation of the Citizens Mediation Center. The other three summoned by the panel are the Commissioner of Police in charge of Legal Department, Assistant Inspector General Cooperative, and the Surveyor General of Lagos State. Moving on, President of African Development Bank, Dr. Akinwumi Adesina, has emphasized the need for Nigeria to devolve resources to constituent units in the interest of overall development of the nation. Speaking at the public lecture in Akure, Adesina said the devolution of resources presently consecrated at the center will be of benefit toward development of component states. Adesina, who spoke virtually, said with the magnetic field of federal revenue allocations, states are constantly pulled powerlessly into perennial dependency. Meanwhile, Ondo Governor Oluwarotimi Akeredolu has taken oath for a second term. His running mate Lucky Ayedatiwa took the oath of office for the first time as Deputy Governor. Ayedatiwa was accompanied by his wife and 3 children. The former Ondo Commissioner in the Niger-Delta Development Commission took the oath at about 10:30 a.m. Governor Akeredolu was accompanied by his wife Betty, children and grandchildren. Moving on, the Socialist Party of Nigeria, SPN, is demanding the re-registration of Socialist Party of Nigeria and 21 other political parties deregistered by the Independent National Electoral Commission. SPN also condemned the continued reckless and unjust violation of the Court of Appeal judgment delivered on Monday, 10th August 2020. The appeal court judgment had ruled that the deregistration of political parties was illegal and had ordered their registration. Speaking with newsmen, the acting national chairman Abiodun Gbamigboye emphasized on the need for INEC to respect democratic rights of Nigerians to belong to a party of their choice.
Because that decision is unlawful, is illegal, and is unconstitutional. As a matter of fact, that there's a court judgment that have already made it so clear that INEC or SEC lacks the power to charge any money or any fee, in the process of conducting election, whether at the local government, state, and federal level.
In more stories, Niger-Delta militants under the aegis of Supreme Egbesu Liberation Fighters are threatening to resume its hostilities. In the viral video posted on Tuesday, the militants threatened to attack Lagos and Abuja. They also accused the federal government of marginalizing the region and failing to deliver on the amnesty program. A Marx member of the group revealed that after accepting the amnesty pact, there are no schools, potable water, hospital, and access roads for the Niger-Delta people. He also regretted that no meaningful progress has been made with the Ogoni cleanup project. Meanwhile, Boko Haram fighters on Tuesday launched multiple attacks on Maiduguri, the Borno state capital. Witnesses narrated that 9 boys were killed at Gunge near the house of late General Mamman Shua when rockets landed in the area. All the people that sustained injuries have been rushed to hospitals for treatment. Meanwhile, Borno State Governor Babagana Zulum on Wednesday visited victims of Boko Haram attacks in 2 hospitals. The governor said 10 residents were killed and 47 others injured. On the African scene, Ghana has become the first country to receive coronavirus vaccines through GOVA's vaccine sharing initiative. The World Health Organization program aims to ensure that vaccines are shared fairly among all nations. COVAX is aiming to deliver about 2 billion doses of COVID-19 vaccines globally by the end of the year. On the foreign scene, report says Tiger Woods is awake and responsive following surgeries and serious leg injuries suffered in a car crash in Los Angeles on Tuesday. A statement released via his Twitter handle states the 15th-time golf major champion had to be extricated from the wreck by firefighters and paramedics. The American suffered open fractures affecting the tibia and fibula bones in his lower right leg, stabilized by inserting a rod into the tibia. Injuries to his foot and ankle have been stabilized with screws and pins. In business, all airline operators in Nigeria are now to ensure that persons with disabilities are accorded all rights and support at the nation's airports. Minister of Aviation Hadi Sirika disclosed this in the meeting with the Executive Director, Center for Citizens with Disabilities, David Ayale, on Tuesday in Abuja. The minister revealed that the federal government would provide airport equipment and facilities that would help the movement of people with disabilities at the airport. This in accordance with the provisions of the Discriminations Against Persons with Disabilities Act. Also, the managing director of the Nigerian Port Authority, Hadiza Bala Usman, says all are in top gear for the commencement of electronic call-up systems at the Lagos seaports. The NPA board said the deadline for operators to register in the electronic call-up system is February 27. The MD disclosed this in a meeting with Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu on Tuesday, stating that the scheme would improve its relationship with the Lagos State government. Still in business, trading activities on the floor of Nigerian Stock Exchange on Tuesday closed northward, gaining 6 billion naira to scorecards of some listed companies hits the system. Investors have increased investment in dividends-paying companies. Market capitalization of listed equities increased by 0.3% to 21 trillion naira on Monday. And also, the federal government has commenced the implementation of National Livestock Transformation Plan (NLTP). The pilot project started in 4 states of Nasarawa, Adamawa, Plateau, and Gombe states. President Muhammadu Buhari had secured a €400,000 grant from the Netherlands during his visit to the country to implement this project in 4 states in Nigeria, which include Nasarawa, Adamawa, Plateau, and Gombe. In more stories, the Amalgamated Union of Foodstuff and Cattle Dealers of Nigeria has threatened to withdraw their services across Nigeria beginning Thursday over the killings of her members, as well as destruction of properties worth millions of naira across the country. The union is also demanding the sum of 475 billion naira as compensation for the losses at the recent crisis at the Shasha market in Ibadan, the Oyo State capital, and also during the EndSARS protests which held nationwide. The Union General Secretary, Comrade Ahmed Alarama, who spoke in Abuja, described the situation as worrisome, saying members of the union were being killed at the slightest provocation. And that's it for us on News Now. For more news stories, visit our website, follow all our social media handles, subscribe to our YouTube channel, drop a comment for us on the comment section. I am Margaret Opara.